Elise.
I'm Kaylee. And this is Murder.
Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
Welcome back to What's Their Sign podcast.
Yeah, this is your new favorite astrology podcast, and you are so excited to be here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. I'm Kaylee. I am your Cancer Queen, and I've only cried once this week. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, my name's Elise, and I'm a Libra, and I'm not wearing a bra.
No, she's not.
No.
Nope. Queen of aesthetics.
I don't have to.
No.
Because I don't want to.
No. No Libra's ever worn a bra ever.
Unless it's a push-up.
That's true.
Aesthetics. But we are What's Their Sign. We're an astrology podcast. We're in the middle, or maybe at the beginning, of our series on Flavor of Love. So if you watched the last two episodes, you know we talked a lot about how we got here, what happened to get us Flavor of Love. We talked about the man of the hour, Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav!
And last episode, we got into some of the girls.
Started talking about the contestants.
So there were 20 girls at the beginning, 5 have gone home.
Yep.
We're going to start episode 2 of the show, and 5 more girls are going home.
Yep. Absolutely. So there's going to be 10 left.
10 left. So they're moving quick. I mean,
yeah.
But then after this, I think a couple girls go home, and then it's down to like 1 girl going home.
Yeah, I think the next episode, 2 girls go home, and then it's 1 at a time from there.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
Yep.
But yeah, so they're moving fast, and to be honest, for being episode 2, there's a lot of drama.
Yes. This episode, I mean, just right out the gate, we're just chaos ensues, drama, fights, it's just absolutely incredible.
Truly, yeah, it's really just some delicious stuff.
Yeah.
But, so the challenge for this episode, each episode has a challenge, and whoever wins gets to go on a date with Flav. And this challenge is the 10-minute hot tub challenge. So there are 15 girls, and he has 10 minutes in a hot tub with each of them.
How many? Okay. Oh, God, we're going to do math.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
150 minutes, right?
Yeah. So it's like an hour and something?
It's like 2.5 hours.
Just
150 minutes?
We shouldn't do math on this.
60.
We shouldn't do math on the show.
120 plus 30, so 2.5 hours.
I believe you.
That's mental math. I'm getting a thumbs up, and I thrive on external validation.
And she went to public school.
In Michigan.
I know. Her teacher was a juggalo.
Full clown makeup. We all had to show up in full clown makeup.
Every single teacher at her school was a juggalo.
And gym class was just us dodging huge 2 liters of Faygo being chucked at us.
Yeah. When you're born in Michigan, they give you a hatchet and a bottle of Faygo. And instead of formula, is it just Faygo?
Yeah, that's why my teeth are like this.
Your teeth are fine. It's not the South.
Or the UK.
Oh.
I don't know if we have fans in the UK yet, since this is our 2nd episode.
Obviously we do. Worldwide.
Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide.
Pitbull. In sync. I love that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
In sync. Baby. Bye, bye, bye.
So
what are we talking about? We're talking about Flavor of Love right now. Okay, I'm on track.
Where are we? What's happening?
What? To start the episode, I don't know that we need to spend a ton of time like reviewing it right now because the drama really kicks off later.
Yes.
But it does open essentially with Miss Latin calling her ex-boyfriend from the house phone and walking away. Like he doesn't answer, so he leaves him a voicemail, and she's like pretty like upset about it.
Yeah, and so his name is Cash.
Yes.
So we're just gonna start with that. Yes. I feel like the mental picture I got from Cash was that probably wore a tap out in Affliction.
Yeah.
What was that other one? Was it Famous Stars and Stripes? Was that one? Or was that later?
No, I think that was around then. The big F one?
Yeah. So we probably were that. I'm guessing he probably did cocaine.
Absolutely.
Probably a lot of it. I just...
Yeah.
I mean... Cash. Ugh. I wonder what his real name is. His real name is probably like something like basic. He's probably like Elroy.
Elroy? I don't know that Elroy is basic. I just feel like Elroy, maybe for like our grandpas, their buddy Elroy, but a basic name, that's like Matt or Chad.
I don't know. Elroy.
Tyler.
Brandon.
Kevin.
Braden.
Ooh, Braden.
Aiden.
Any version of Aiden.
Brock.
Aiden, Faden, Caden, Maiden, Madden? Madden's one.
Yeah.
People talk about that. Those are people. I think they do sports. Woo. Don't let us know. If you know the answer to that, don't email us.
I don't give a shit. I truly don't care.
We're going to delete your email and block you.
Bye.
Feel free to subscribe. Okay, but
Elroy Madden.
That
sounds like a sports ball player.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously. But so
again, they also start out talking about it. The episode really does start with everybody talking shit about New York.
Yes. So Miss Latin has her moment, and then it immediately goes to the girls wake up. It looks like they're all in bed having this conversation. The girls essentially wake up, and a bunch of them are just they're sharing their opinions on New York, and she does not appreciate overhearing it.
No.
Which I don't know. The way they show it, it's like they're being very loud. Where I'm like, I guess if I was talking about somebody who I'm actively describing as crazy and evil, I don't know that I would be like boisterous in my opinions when I'm trapped in a house with them for probably weeks. Anyway, that's just me.
I mean, I agree with you. It also is like all their rooms are like attached, and there's like I mean, I don't even know how many beds are in each room, but there's
2 to 3, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's a decent amount of girls in each room,
right?
So they are just. But Ms. Latin also says that she likes New York.
Yes, she says that they're like she was like you either love her or you hate her, and I like her. And I love that for Miss Latin. Oh my gosh,
I love New York.
So. So when you tuned in, we did not know Miss Latin's chart.
That's right.
We don't have her chart, but I found her sign.
Breaking news.
News.
We are PI here.
Yeah, I went to her tweets and replies and found somebody saying they were sad to miss her birthday. It was August 23rd of 2020, and she said, we missed you. So we're thinking birthday has to be around that time frame. She is a Leo. She's also shared memes about, it was like Leo, Capricorn, and something else placements. So for sure,
she's Leo.
She's got to be Leo.
Absolutely.
So we have that uncovered, which also that makes sense to me because she's got gray hair.
Beautiful hair.
Leos have great hair. And she's very pretty.
Yeah, she is.
And she
also doesn't really give a shit.
No.
What other people think of her. She truly doesn't.
No. And she has, I'd love to see the rest of her chart if I could get my hands on it, because she has such a way, we'll show it later, but a really interesting way of like That's not that interesting, but it's like she just gaslights the shit out of Hottie, because Hottie, like, she gets confronted for being, like, calling her ex-boyfriend, and when she gets confronted, it's like gets flipped around as to like what Hottie said, and it's like every time she repeats what Hottie said to her, the story is different, and it's hard for me to think that that's not intentional.
Oh, absolutely,
because then you're just keeping Hottie trying to explain what she did say, which is taking the focus away from what Miss Latin did. Still love Miss Latin. She's my girl.
She also, like, when Hottie confronts her, like, she's like, how is this any of your business? And it's like, girl,
we're on a dating show.
You're on a dating competition show. Right. You're calling your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's 100% everybody's business.
But everybody, and we'll see, everybody takes Miss Latin's side, and I think it's just because Hottie is so unlikable.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it really does, like, make sense why, like, Hottie would confront her.
Right. So it's like, is this true?
And it's like, yeah.
Well, and it also, we'll talk about it, but it just stinks because, like, Flav straight up asks her about previous relationships, and she lies so effortlessly.
Yeah.
I believed her.
Yeah.
And so that also, obviously, it's a TV show, who cares? But it was just kind of like, she could have explained it to him.
Yeah. She had a lot of opportunity to, like, say something.
Because he really likes her. He says multiple times, she's my favorite person in the house right now.
Yep. Absolutely. He was really, really into her. And I can see why. I mean, she does seem, like, fun. And she's like, very fun, laid back.
Very
like,
chill.
I always think every time she's, like, on the screen, I always wonder, like, if she's stoned.
Yes.
Because she's very just, like, very sleepy eyes. Very just, like, whatever. Just, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, she seems like she's very... Her energy, I mean, very stoner energy.
Yes. Very stoner energy. But yeah, I really like Miss Latin. I do also, we'll get into why I think, there's a lot to unpack in this episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot to get into.
So after we see Miss Latin talking to her ex-boyfriend, we go to, all the girls are downstairs at breakfast.
Yep.
And they get the flavogram talking about what the challenge is going to be. And this is when New York comes downstairs, because I think she gets downstairs after they get the flavogram.
Yes, she's been upstairs getting ready. The girls are in bed talking shit about her, and she's getting ready. And they're downstairs eating breakfast, getting the flavogram, and she just got done getting ready.
Yes.
Which is crazy because she's wearing a tank top and jeans. But
literally, it's iconic. And so once she comes downstairs, this is when, I mean, another one of just the best moments in the whole, like, the show.
Yeah.
What? Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not you. You can choke. This was the first interaction I really had with Brain, so I wanted to see her anger level. I wanted to see if I was powerful enough to twist her mind.
So, New York is playing mind games.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, she really came onto this show, like, ready to play a game.
Yeah,
and
psychological violence.
And I think she could tell that Rain is unhinged. Because Rain is unhinged.
She has a vibe.
She's very intense.
Yeah.
She's very intense, and she's really there for Flav. Really, really
and if you're
there
also
for
there
Flav.
for Flav, there's a problem.
Like, yeah. And so she just starts to plant this little stir the pot. Start to, get her to boil up some.
I think what we kind of find out, too, is that New York is really good at pushing buttons when cameras aren't there. So then when cameras are there, it looks like people are just attacking her for being this negative person, but we don't get a ton, or maybe they just wanted to edit that stuff out. I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, she's really good at pushing buttons to get the reaction she wants, to make people look. She says, I want to know if I was powerful enough to, like,
get a reaction out of her.
Yep. And
absolutely.
That, to me, those are some real, speaking of powerful, those are some powerful words to be saying.
Absolutely.
This is a dating show about Flavor Flav.
Yeah. And Rain is a lot. Do we see what Rain says after this?
Yeah.
New York. She comes around and she puts this black cloud of just hate and nastiness. I can't take it.
Are you serious? It was a mind thing. She got mind screwed by me, and it worked.
She got mind screwed by me, and it worked. Oh, what an evil genius. Just a evil mastermind.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love New York.
She's so good. She's so good at what she does.
Yeah, she is.
And it's great because she creates such a brand for herself. But then you see in other shows, like what we talked about with, you know, all the spin-offs, Rock of Love, everything like that, you see people who I genuinely think are trying to emulate her, or trying to, like,
yes,
where they're trying to be the New York of their season and get that screen time, because New York had a huge career launch from this.
I mean, she really was one of the first real reality TV stars. Like,
that got famous like this? Absolutely.
Yep. Like, and because it's the second season where there's this one girl. Eventually, we might get to the second season, but there is this one girl who is very clearly trying to be New York, and it's so hard to watch, and she's so unlikable. Yeah. Where, like, there's something with New York where, even though she's absolutely insane,
she's very crazy, and she's not very nice.
But she's
so funny.
Yeah, there's something like she has this thing about her that, like, you are just attracted to her. Yeah, and it is like you just want to keep watching.
It's just really
because
fun.
She plays it so well.
She plays it so well, and it's really fun to watch her when she's when you get to see her saying these things. I'm trying to mind screw her. I'm actively trying to, like, mess with this person, and then to Flav, we'll see she's like, I could be your piece. Like, I'm such a sweet, like, romantic woman, and all of the women in the house are screaming at Flav, this girl is crazy, you gotta get her out of here. And he's like, I know you're not popular, but I gotta keep you in the house. Like, he has to keep her there.
Yes, because Flav also absolutely probably loves the drama.
Yeah, I also
to
wonder,
an extent.
I also wonder, obviously she's great and they do have chemistry, but I wonder how much of it is also, like, the producers being like, you cannot send her home.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like, she's too good.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So we are gonna get into
kind of what's going on with the challenge.
Yeah, so after this whole, like, debacle in Breakfast and New York riling Rain up, there's two different groups, and they're in vans on their way
to the hot tub
the hot tub challenge, and
they each have their own, like, room to set up, to decorate, to like be like, this is who I am. Yeah. Because they only have 10 minutes.
Yeah, literally, which is crazy. That goes by so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so essentially they list, like, which van it is. I want to know what it was like in van 1, because that was the one where apparently there was not a lot of drama. But van
I think
2
they
is
show
the one
it.
They're popping off.
Yeah, I think they show it. They, like, show in van 1 where, like, all girls are just chilling, just like, chatting, just hanging out. And then van 2, we'll see. We're gonna get into that.
It's yeah. If you're listening to this on headphones, be advised, people are going to be yelling.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Absolutely.
So,
be warned.
Be warned. Protect those eardrums.
How will you respond if Flav has nothing on in the hot tub?
Well, I just have a lot on my mind right now, and I don't feel like talking.
But, you know, you have the opportunity to meet so many great people along the way.
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to take the opportunity.
Well, that makes you out.
No. I'm
you.
turn the around. I don't turn the around. I'm not turning around. Turn the around. No, because I'm sick of your. You bring your attitude and your energy up in this. Turn around, crazy. Bitch, yes, you do.
We tried to include her, and she basically just on us again, and I snapped.
I'm sick of your.
Rain is going.
Oh, she's absolutely.
Calm down.
Oh my god.
She's in my bloodstream. She's in it. And I need her out. We all need her out.
And look at, like, Peaches is in the back, just so uncomfortable.
And
her, like, sweet little Libra hippie ass is just like, peace and love.
yeah.
And then I'm not
Love and
into
light.
this. Love and
Yeah.
light. And Rain is just screaming. Full volume. You're a demon!
Yeah.
A demon!
It's very... Yeah, that'll
It's
get
really...
your blood pressure up. I can't imagine how loud it was in the car. I would have, if I was Peaches, I would have just like opened the back door like Charlie and It's Always Sunny. Where...
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
100%. 100%.
I do want to just talk on the, like, I guess the signs of everybody involved in that, because I think it's really funny. So Goldie is a Gemini, and it starts with her just trying to make conversation with New York of, like, what are you going to do, you know, with, Flav in the hot tub. And then New York, Capricorn, Pumpkin, also Capricorn, and then Rain is a Taurus. And so I just think it's funny that these very grounded earth signs are, like, full volume, screaming at each other.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Earth signs, Capricorn. Whenever I think of, like, a Taurus, I always think of Teresa from The Real Housewives, New Jersey. And her just, like, losing her fucking shit all the time. And, like, there's a one where she's, like, trying to, like, flip the table while they're, like, at dinner at a restaurant. And I'm like, yes, that crazy Taurus energy. They're a bull. They'll fucking rage.
That's true.
Absolutely rage. And, I mean, Capricorns, they're a sea goat. A little mermaid goat thingy. Ornery. Their tarot card is the devil.
Yeah. This is another one of those iconic scenes. But you also start to see, you know, Rain saying, I need her out, we need her out. You're seeing the house. This is episode 2, and the house is already, people are reaching their limit with New York.
They're over it. They're very much over it.
I like watching her, but I truly think if I lived in a house with her, I'd be stressed. In this season, like in this show, if I had to be in the house with her and she's just saying nasty things to you for television, it's like, no.
Yeah. Those, like, especially because, like, this still is, like, I mean, the early days of reality TV, too. So, like, I feel like nowadays people expect this kind of, like, wildness. Like, I don't think people really did expect as much, like, that game playing and that, like, just intentional, like stirring the pot and starting drama.
Well, yeah, I mean, Pumpkin says, like, oh, if you don't want to be friends with us, like, you're missing out. And it's like, I mean, you guys are literally there to compete for Flav. So
it's a competition.
Like,
That's a game.
I mean,
gotta play the game.
Yeah. I don't know. New York, we love ya. I definitely do not wish I was in this house when this was being filmed.
Absolutely not. So once we get to the hot tub scene, all the girls do their thing.
Yeah.
A couple that I distinctly remember is, like, Peaches singing.
Yeah.
She just has a guitar, just singing. I don't know if it's an original song, but it's just like that's Peaches. Like 100%. Like, yep. That is Peaches. She's just a sweet little hippie.
So sweet.
And she even says it. She's like, I'm just hippie. We're, like, all about peace and love. And I remember Rain also.
New York. Rain.
Rain starts talking about she's telling Flav about how all of her exes were
ass. Every single man that I've dated either used me or lied to me or cheated on me or done something.
And I'm like, that was probably a very intense 10 minutes because, like, again, like, they had 10 minutes. And this is what she, like,
did.
Like, says and did. And it's like, girl, she wonders why Flav
Right.
wasn't into her.
Yeah.
She came out real strong.
Really strong. And I do just think it's funny that, like, other people, yes, it's like they had whole productions put together of, like, you know, singing a song or doing whatever. And she came prepared to overshare about her relationship trauma.
Even that one tall white girl has roller skates.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember her name because she leaves and she's not super memorable, but I do remember she had roller skates just because, one, I think that's crazy to have next to a hot tub, next to water.
Yes.
I feel like it's a safety hazard.
Yes. And that her name's Dimples.
Dimples, that's who it was. Okay. She was cute. She seemed very sweet, but obviously not super memorable. Didn't really fit in.
No. That's okay. Apples goes home this episode too.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Fuck Apples.
Also, Sweetie. So, Sweetie has a custom-made bikini that says... Okay, I have to find it.
A few moments later.
There it is. So, do you see how the... So, I found it. So, Sweetie puts Yeah Flav on the back of her bikini, the back of her swimsuit, and it's... But the V for Flav is upside down. And I don't know if that was purposeful, but every time I've watched this scene, it always bugged me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was like, I
don't know that he... Look at how he's staring at her butt. I don't know that he even caught...
I don't think he did. He was probably
like,
distracted.
You can spell my name any way you want.
Literally. So this is New York's...
Yes.
Time at... Or with Flav at the hot tub. And this moment was like one of those moments where like it's a very fake moment for New York. And like you can tell that like game like that she's showing different sides to Flav than she is to the girls. And then hearing her also like talk this way is so weird. Yeah. Because it's just like this is not her. And she doesn't stay like this like in later episodes also.
Flav's gonna see, you know, my ability to love.
Yo, there's my girl.
You know, he's gonna see how open I am and how, you know, my heart is just so ready to love. You need someone that you can come home to, like, and be there for you.
Yeah. Miss New York knows how to work her, and she's working it.
You want peace in your home, peace in your heart, and I'm that woman that can give you that.
She's talking about peace, and she literally just got called a demon on the way to this place.
Literally, just like you want peace in your home and peace in your heart. And also later on in this episode, she gets into a fight with Pumpkin.
Yes.
Like,
literally, she creates nothing. She creates zero peace in that house. No peace.
None.
At any point, is she at 0 points she creates peace.
Not at all.
Yeah, this is a very Libra moment. Goldie and Flav are having a lot of fun, that's obvious.
I'm removing my makeup to tell you that this is really who I am amidst all of the glitz and the glamour. All I really want is to just have someone to hug, to have milk and cookies with. I came on this show because I still believe in love.
So... I also like, I mean, I love Smiley, but I love that she's not wearing a lot of makeup to begin with.
No.
Like, she maybe has a little bit of foundation on and, like, some, like, mascara and, like, maybe a little eyeliner, but she's not wearing a lot of makeup. So I just think it's so funny that she's like, just want to show the real me.
Here's who I am.
And it's like, out of all the girls there, she's wearing the least amount of makeup. Maybe her and Peaches probably had the least amount of makeup on. Yeah. And so I just thought that was just so funny. It's just like, this is me. This is who I am. Just, oh, Smiley.
Oh, Smiley. Yeah. And then Hottie is who I have next as far as noteworthy because Hottie's outfit is pretty... 32 double D's.
Hottie was very, very dramatical.
I'd like you to look deeply into the light. Yes. Look up at the light right over there. It's warm like the sun, keeping you nice and warm. I don't want you to be cold.
Yeah, but you know what? I could be warmer if you was next to me.
I know.
Lights. She tried to hypnotize your man. She tried to hypnotize me. Wow, you think I'm crazy?
So what she has is like one of those like static
like a
orb
wand,
thingies,
like light thing.
Yeah, where like you put your finger on it and like the I don't even know, the electrical current goes to where your finger is. Like, I have no idea what her plan was and what that has to do with her ballet dancer outfit, bathing suit. She won't get into the water, so I don't think that was actually a bathing suit. I don't think it was ever meant to be a bathing suit. Her outfit choices are
curious.
Very curious. Very curious.
But she's a 32 double D.
She's a 32 double D with a
natural
26-inch waist.
Me too.
Same. Very much same.
New York, Smiley, and Miss Latin win the challenge.
Yep.
So they get to go on a date with Flav, and he takes them roller skating. And most of the roller skating, I should say, is New York falling down.
Yep.
And wanting, Flav's like feeling her up. Not very. Neither of them are being coy about what they're doing. It's like
not at all.
I mean, get it, girl. But yeah, it's a pretty silly moment, I think. Yeah. His outfit though is impeccable.
I was just about to say what he is wearing to this date is truly
roller skating.
Amazing. He is dressed like Sully from Monsters Inc. essentially, like wearing this like
giant teal
and purple striped coat with like a teal suit that also has the fur on it too. It is
there. It's like the material though. Yeah, it's like carpet almost. It looks because it's like a crazy fur.
Yeah, it is another one of my favorite outfits that I think he wears in the show because it's just so absurd and I love it.
Yeah,
the way he dresses is just so good.
And then I think going into the Smiley with her Scorpio Venus sharing with Flav.
Oh yeah, so
on the date, this is just something I think is really, because we see how it plays out with Miss Latin still being hung up on her ex. We are gonna see how that plays out versus Smiley, who has a pretty meaningful 2355. He has a pretty meaningful conversation with her about her feelings towards a previous relationship. It's just interesting.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Because she's being honest, and Miss Latin sitting there and just doesn't say anything.
Been married, Smiley? You have?
It didn't work out. He had gone up to me and looked me in the eye and said, "You know what? I'm not in love with you. You're not the one."
Right?
Yeah.
So you know what? Being misled, God's got your back. Let it go. Cry it out.
And I'm thinking, oh God, I'm so gonna be eliminated. Who in their right mind would want to go out with a girl who's crying?
A Pisces would.
Also, I just want to acknowledge that Canadian out.
Yes.
Out.
I was also gonna make a note. So Canadian.
So Canadian. I kind of forgot about that until I rewatched this, and I was like, out. Oh, so great.
For everybody, there is somebody. It just takes a while to find that somebody. Even though I had children with women that weren't for me, or I might not be for them, but I know I'm gonna end up finding somebody that's for me.
I love moments like that. You can tell that Flav really is sincere, and I do love seeing that emotional side of him.
Yes,
and
where he's not just being the boisterous person you know him to be. He's has that. Yes,
he has those genuine moments, and you can tell he does genuinely want those connections, and he wants the girls to open up to him.
Well, and I just think it's I know I mentioned it earlier, but Smiley has a Scorpio her Venus is in Scorpio, and I think that a very powerful placement. But Flav, I think her talking about this and her like opening up to him and talking about how like she's still like hurting over this previous relationship, Flav's little Pisces ass is loving it.
Oh, absolutely. He loves when people get emotional and open
Loves
up.
it.
And especially like, obviously that wasn't easy for her to do.
No.
And it was very vulnerable, and it was a moment for them to like get closer.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Me too.
Those are moments where I'm like, he is very sweet.
He is very sweet.
Do we wanna air this, or do we wanna just talk about it? Because they say some crazy shit.
Yeah, they do say some pretty problematic stuff. So New York basically says that Pumpkin needs to get a facelift.
Yes.
But Pumpkin, pretty insecure white lady thing to do, starts hurling some really god-awful insults, just very homophobic, or rather transphobic and racist.
Yeah.
Just that we don't need to repeat, but so this is when I think for me, episode 2, Pumpkin's really falling from grace. From being like a kind of charming how did you get here character, her contestant, she's very quickly becoming like, I really don't like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It is funny though when Flav comes down to like deal with Pumpkin crying and like being dramatic.
Yes.
And like Pumpkin's like too upset, turning on White Lady tears, too upset to like talk about what's going. She like, I don't know. She's like not telling what's going on. I imagine nobody's sober.
No, God no. At 4 a.m. there's no way. Absolutely not.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, but Flav trying to get her to talk is like,
kick the lyrics to Flav.
and I just think, what a charming way to get someone to open up to you.
It's so good. It's so funny. The way he like will randomly just like say shit like that. Like he'll randomly like freestyle when he's like talking to them, and it like, and it just, I don't know. It's so funny and it's so weird.
I just love it.
I do too.
He's just so unapologetically himself.
He really is. And that's something that like is admirable about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
He thinks it's weird if you think he's weird.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm doing me. Why are you upset about it?
Mm-hmm.
I think New York recognizes how Flav feels about Miss Latin.
Mm-hmm.
And because what we'll see is that Hottie kind of takes a lot of shit for starting stuff with like this whole dramatic situation that's about to blow up about Miss Latin and her ex-boyfriend. But Hottie is like, or rather New York is really stirring the pot because she starts talking about it in front of Hottie and a couple other people. So Hottie is the one who goes and confronts Miss Latin instead of New York. Doesn't have to tattle. She doesn't have to be the one to tell Flav anything. She has a very hands-off approach because she's a what? Capricorn. And truly, I think, masterminds this situation, which I don't know that she gets enough credit for.
She is being the puppet master.
Truly.
Like,
she sprinkles it in.
100%.
And it ends up getting back to Flav. We'll see it all play out, but it's pretty dramatic. I think.
Because they all end up. Oh yeah, so the aftermath of them like talking about like after Hottie confronts Miss Latin, all of the girls are sitting at dinner and the conversation obviously like comes up again,
right?
And we're just gonna listen in to this dinner because it is also really funny. There's a couple moments where
that are very, very funny,
just so good.
If you have something to address me right now.
No, I'm just saying what
she pulled me aside. She pulled me aside right now and said, "I want to know if you're still talking to your ex-boyfriend."
Why is that her business? Okay, all right. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and break it down.
And you know why? She said, "Because I care about Flav and I don't want to see him hurt."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
No, as far as
Hottie just seems like she's trying to stir up trouble. What is her problem? Like seriously, like she wants to stir it up and sit back and watch. It's annoying.
she did also, like, so what Pumpkin is saying is kind of correct because, like, Hottie did say that and then just denies that she said that.
Right.
I mean, they shouldn't, like, be turning it around on Hottie.
Right.
But she could have said, yeah, because, like, what she said, what Miss Latin said, that she said, like, I mean, it makes sense. Like,
you're on a show to date someone.
Yeah, and then she's like, she cares about Flav, which is why she wanted to, like, confront her. And it's like, yeah, that's 100% valid. But then Hottie is like, I never said that. And it's like,
I don't know that
why?
Hottie knows what's going on.
I don't think she does either. I mean, she 100%, I think, is like, she is in her own reality. She is in her own world. She is the main character, like, all the time to her.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
She's fake too.
You called me aside. You called a whole bunch of girls aside. So quit trying to pretend that you're not the instigator because you are. You did. And you asked me straight up, does she have a connection with her ex-boyfriend? And I said yes. That's the truth. That's her business. You want all of us to do your for you. You are a instigator, and it's annoying. Okay? Amen.
When she was talking about this guy, her whole face was flushed, her heart was totally fluttering. You can tell.
These girls are backstabbing bitches. I want to see a lot of those bitches go home tonight.
You don't need it. Are you really ready? She said, and then we asked her if you take it.
I'm so sick of this. I'd like to taste my dinner for once.
I want to see all of them go home eventually.
It's not fair that you just have to keep hearing la 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 la. It makes me
Unfortunately,
sick.
that's
All
true.
of you all are
That's
beautiful.
true, but if people are backbiting, people want to know. I don't want to hear people trying to get me kicked off. I can't even eat.
I thought the chicken was lovely. How was your chicken?
So Goldie is perfect.
I love Goldie. Every time Goldie is on the screen, it is just so good. Goldie is so funny.
I love Goldie. Goldie,
how's
we
the
love
chicken?
you.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
Yes, Sweetie is the one, if you're listening, Sweetie is the one who had the misspelled bikini and is yelling, I'd like to taste my dinner for once, which is just also funny because, like, as a person with ADHD, I definitely feel that, where if, like, the music is too loud, like, I can't, or, like, if something's too loud, I can't read. Like, I can't, like, so I get it. Like, it's hard to, she's probably having a hard time tasting because...
Yep.
Yeah. So
she also, like, in the first episode, Sweetie also did basically ask Flav if he had to take Viagra to get it up.
Mm-hmm.
So Sweetie says a lot of shit that's like, man,
are you okay?
You good?
Yeah.
Why?
She's also a Capricorn.
Yes, she is.
A lot of Capricorns on the show.
Mm-hmm. There is. Also, I love, like, you can see Red Oyster just soaking all of that in.
Yeah.
Just her, like, stone cold face, just absorbing all of this. Because later on, Red Oyster becomes, like, fully, like, the snitch of the house.
Oh, she did, like, literally right now.
Yeah.
We'll see her. I just have it as Capricorns being Capricorns. Capricorns doing Capricorn things.
So, like, just... resting bitch face.
Calculated. I'm here to win.
Very calculated. Because she knows that this is going to work with Flav. Well, I think she's hoping it does. And it does. It does work with Flav. But we'll just listen.
How would you feel if one of the girls is calling their ex-boyfriend from your house?
Hey, if I find out something negative about you, I'm gonna go run to Flav and talk to him about it.
Calling her ex-boyfriend from my crib is not cool.
And possibly crying while walking away from the phone after hanging up, which means, to me, there's apparent feelings that might still be there.
I want to pay all these matters attention. So who is it?
You can see he's bombed.
Oyster told me about Miss Latin, and it was not soothing to my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell he was, like, legitimately bummed out. And I also think that, like, she should have told him because, like, he needs to know.
Do we want to talk about, like, what she has going on? We find out at the reunion, but...
Oh,
it's just a little crazy.
It is a little, that's right, because I think she is married.
She's married. Miss Red Oyster is married on the show, tattling on Miss Latin for calling her ex-boyfriend.
But
Red Oyster is fully like wed.
But I think that they're like separated. They had
Yes.
been separated for a
Yes.
while. So I guess it is a little different, but it, like where it's like divorce wasn't finalized yet.
I just think it's
but
like,
it is kind of, I guess that is
it's a
kind of
little
funny.
sus.
Because she could have also, I forgot about that. But yeah, she could have said, like, she could have mentioned that also. Like, hey, I am married.
I'm going through a divorce.
We haven't, like, we've been separated for a while. Like, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So now we're going to be going into the elimination. And
I think if we could just go to just a quick segment called "What the fuck is Hottie wearing?" If you're driving in your car and you can't be watching this right now, and you want to know what we're seeing, we are seeing her obviously 32, natural double D's,
clearly 32,
and anyway. So she has a top. It's like a scarf almost. It looks like that comes from behind her neck. Almost how you would wear a halter top, but instead of it being a shirt, it's just covering her. It's just holding her boobs.
It literally just like
a boob sling, like a boob hammock.
It is a
titty hammock.
100%. It
doesn't look comfortable.
Also, blue and orange, contrasting colors.
I don't like it like this.
And
I also can't imagine that's comfortable on your neck. She's got big old boobies.
Yeah.
You can't have that on your neck, girl. That would hurt.
Also, the under boobie. That would be just the fabric, the chafing.
I don't like it.
Everything about the, like, how it's just barely under her belly button.
Yeah.
Like, no matter who you are, this would not be flattering.
No.
Because Hottie is pretty. Hottie is very pretty. And, like, I love Hottie. She is iconic. But her choices, you can't even blame this on it being the early 2000s.
Nobody else is dressed like this.
No
one else in the show wears anything close to this.
No. Do they all have crazy, like, curled hair and straightened bangs and bad eyelashes?
Bad clothes. Yes.
They all do. 100%. But Hottie takes us to a whole different level.
I think if it was, this to me seems like something, I don't know. I don't know who wears this.
I don't either.
I don't know. Where do you buy something like this? I don't want to look up titty hammock right now.
Wet seal? I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, what was around in the early
21.
2000s. Oh. Yeah.
I bought my first thong there. My mom found it and she got really upset. I was 12.
I tried to cut one of my underwears into a thong, which obviously does not work because that stretchy material just stretches out. But
I love the innovation. Yeah. DIY Manny thong. I love that for you. That's honestly, Kaylee makes a lot of her own clothes, to be honest. Kaylee's a very talented seamstress.
She's trying.
Kaylee's very creative and very good at stuff. But I love that.
Thank you.
You've been trying to make lingerie since you were a wee babe.
That is, you know what? That is true.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I wanted to have a thong, and I did not have any monies. And
being a slut's expensive. It's hard.
It is. Thank you. I feel
the bad bitch Rasta. Not everybody. It's a genre. Not everybody fits on the Rasta. It's a genre.
I love it. Incredible.
So for Boob Hammock, I mean, do we want to go into who goes home, and then we can, I think, talk about?
I think we should talk about like that whole moment with Miss Latin and like how Flav like handles it, and how also, I mean, like Rain too.
Yes, I think Miss Latin and Rain we need to talk about. So Rain and Miss Latin go home, but also Georgia Dimples and Apples go home, and
which,
like who
nobody
cares?
Fucking cares.
Yeah,
nobody remembers them.
Sorry, girls. I'm sure you're great, but
except for Apples.
Yeah, oh, fuck you, Apples. Literally, Apples, find us. Or we'll find you.
Well,
not for violence, because that is illegal. But we will, you know, you won't like it.
We'll find you. We'll make intimidating, aggressive faces at you.
Brother G, you know what I'm saying? How could you come in my crib, disrespect my crib, call your ex-boyfriend from my crib? That means you wasn't even keeping it real with your man. And I would never disrespect you. And I only gave you respect. But you know what? Going out my door tonight, you still get respect from Flav, and I'll never disrespect you. Oyster, come get your clock.
Clean rat will come up to me and they'll tell me things about what's going on behind my back because they have my best interests at heart. Honestly, I think Red Oyster right now is playing the game with my best interests at heart.
Everybody that don't have a clock, your time is up.
Yeah, literally,
Go.
it's the rest of these girls. Nobody gives a shit.
No one cares.
Bye.
Bye. He's still so into her.
Why? Why couldn't you just tell me?
Miss Latin said she didn't really have no boyfriends and all of that stuff, but honestly, she's trying to get back with one, so deep down inside her mind, I think she's lying.
Why don't my crew have to tell me what you can't tell me? Can't have people like that around me that's gonna hide stuff from me.
I guess you could say I do feel like he should have known the whole story, but the bottom line is Oyster went and told Flav earlier today about the situation, and I'm not here anymore.
I wouldn't hide from you. You could tell I was keeping it real from out the starting gate. But that don't mean I think you fake. It's just that you just made some wrong decisions. I wish that she wouldn't have did that, because maybe she would still be here, and I don't know, she might could be the one.
She might could be the one.
She might could be the one.
You just let her go because she was calling her ex-boyfriend from your house, but you're like, I think I still got a shot.
Maybe. But also, like, I love how she just, like, turns it around on Oyster. Like, oh, I didn't tell him that I was talking to my ex-boyfriend, you know, while I was living here, or while I was staying here. But Oyster ratted on me, so it's Oyster's fault that I'm leaving. Like, girl, bye. Mm-hmm. So now we're just gonna see, very end, we're gonna see Rain leave because Rain, she had been gunning for Flav.
She literally says in the last episode she's not leaving. If she gets sent home, she's not gonna leave.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm staying. Oh, goodness.
You're a demon.
Help you find what you need.
I'm very upset by it. Very upset by it.
I will never speak to Flav again.
But hey,
I met the most amazing people. I lived in a beautiful house.
It's not wrong.
It was really cool.
I will never speak to Flav again.
I guess it's gonna be awkward at the reunion. I don't know how many times do you what are your opportunities to talk to Flav before you came on the show?
That's what also like cracked me up about it. It's like, oh really? Were you in contact with him before? How often y'all do you think you're gonna be chit chatting? You're gonna be in a group chat, like a group text?
Oh,
no.
Geez.
Well,
Rain's out. Miss Latin's out.
Apples, Bubbles, Georgia.
Yeah, we're down to 10 girls.
I do kind of wish, like, I wish we would have seen what Rain would have been like if he kept her in. I feel like if
she could have made some great TV.
Really great TV. Like, she is one where, same with Cherry. Like, there's a couple people I do wish would have lasted longer.
Yeah, see more of them.
Absolutely. Because, like, I think if Rain hadn't come off so strong during the hot tub challenge, I think she maybe had a chance to stay. But maybe when you got 10 minutes to have alone time with somebody that you apparently love so much and are super interested in, maybe don't start talking about every person that you have dated or been in a relationship with has been a piece of shit and has sucked.
Well,
even if it's true,
right?
I feel like there's a time that can happen later.
Well, I think it is interesting that in that first episode, she talks about how much he meant to her and how she thinks that they're soulmates and why she thinks that. And it's like, you had the opportunity to say like how important and influential he's been in your life. Yep. I don't know. It just, it's an interesting, but again, I think there's a lot of alcohol being consumed on the show. Absolutely. There's a lot of the time Pumpkin talks in this episode. She sounds a little hammered.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much every time
100%. Absolutely.
But, well,
that's the end of episode 2, Flavor of Love.
Yeah, this is our episode 3. Coming up, the rest of the show, things we have to look forward to. We're gonna meet Flav's mom in the next episode.
Yeah, they're gonna go to church.
R.I.P.
They're gonna go meet the Lord. Yeah. Hallelujah.
R.I.P. Mrs. Flav.
Yeah, she's great. She looks great. She's so sweet. I love her.
Yeah, we get to see the gang go to Vegas, and soon enough, Brigitte Nielsen makes an appearance.
Yeah! Oh, my favorite!
It's probably one of the best episodes.
It is truly. Besides when Pumpkin leaves.
Well, right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, Pumpkin doesn't win. This show came out how many years ago? Well, we love you. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe.
Smash that like button, bro. Hit that like button. Follow us on
all the socials. Every social.
Every single social.
Subscribe to our premium Snapchat. We don't have that. But we do have all the things. We have all of them. At What's Their Sign Pod. Across the board. Find us.
Mm-hmm. What's Their Sign Pod?
What is their sign? Pod.
Bye!
Bye!